Good evening and welcome back to Ipswich. I can see that you are way behind in terms of the pictures that you are seeing, and I'm about a minute ahead of you. I'm not quite sure what's going on with the internet, what's going on with YouTube tonight, but that's unusual. Normally it's about 3 seconds. So I will just press on until you arrive. It's quite an odd feeling that you are so far behind in terms of the stream itself. I guess it's to do with an internet connection, or it could be YouTube. YouTube has been hammering my channel lately. I don't know why, but maybe because I don't make them any money anymore. So we'll press on. We are doing particularly well. You can see our run of form is extremely good at the moment, and I can't understand why that should be. And last time out, we played Everton, beat them 3-1. Arsenal, we beat 3-0. Leeds, it was poor 1-1 draw. I think we rescued that late on, didn't we? No, it was the 55th minute. And then Everton 3-2, we beat just about. And we did manage to beat Sunderland in the cup, the FA Cup, by 4-1. So Nottingham Forest, not so easy tonight. Manchester City, Tottenham, Rennes, Manchester United and Nice. These are all tough fixtures as we go through a transfer window here. I don't know where you are in the stream now. I know it's not kind of live anymore, but hopefully we'll see if we get some chat messages through. We'll see how far behind everybody is. I'll continue for now. We've got a big game coming up against Nottingham Forest. I've picked a kind of rotated team. João Gomez hasn't played in a while. Zambrano comes back in. Missouri and Barco will continue to play as the wing backs, and Rual keeps his place at centre back. Utara, Newerton, Mastantuono will start up front with Winkler, replacing Franca and Darami, who I think probably need a rest. Valesco has already been sold, but he's not going to leave until the end of the season. If we have a look at, I don't think it will even be listed in here. He's made a deal with a club in Saudi to leave at the end of the season, and we are waiting on the transfer the bid that we made. Hi David, I hope you are well. And but I will miss the first month of FM26. I hope you guys will wait around. And if we look at this guy that we spotted a long time ago, and we made a bid for him, he was with just 4.9 million, and he's like he looks okay to me for an 18-year-old. His mentals need improving a little bit, and we could also do with improving his long shots. But in terms of his striking attributes, he isn't really that bad at all. And I think for 4.9 million, he represents a decent buy. He failed the work permit, but I think we have ESC places available. So we've appealed, and we can probably bring him in 4 days when the work permit is due. We have also sold Kieta. Finally, he went out for 15 million, I think it was. He couldn't get in the side, basically, started to whinge, and so a total of 19 million we sold him for. We only got 15, but in terms of money in the bank now, we have 20 million. So we will probably lose 5 of that for the young kid coming in, but I'm happy with the squad at the moment, and I don't feel that we need to do anything in particular. I think we probably need to switch to the perhaps a little bit slightly less attacking one. We are at home, but we'll start positive and we'll see what happens. So we'll just alter the tactic a little bit, and then we're going to play this game, see what happens. Are you getting excited, David, for FM26? That's the bigger question. I think I am. I think from what I've seen, there's some good stuff going on. And if it comes packaged the way they're showing it, then I think it's pretty decent, to be fair. I think they've done a very good job on it. So as long as it works and there's not too many bugs and things going crazy in there, I think it's probably going to be a really, really nice, at least start to a new era. Yeah, let's do the home advantage one. They do tend to respond well to that, especially in the first half. We do tend to be a team, as I've said many times before, who play well in only one half of a game. So if we play badly in the first half, it might not be so bad in the second. But we'll keep it positive for now and see what happens. Look forward to the new game. I will miss my Stockport save. Played for about 20 years. I'm not sure I will miss Ipswich. Ipswich has been an absolute nightmare save. And although we have recovered in the last 2 seasons, winning the Europa League and the title last year, we've Winkler's in. Oh, he's missed it. Winkler's not been in great form of late. We're top of the league at the moment, although we have recovered it. The first 7 seasons or 6 seasons were an absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. And it was only when we went really attacking that we actually got somewhere. I think possibly I was a little bit too defensive orientated. Maybe that's what the game was trying to tell me. We needed to step up a little bit more. But when we did, we went on and won the title. I haven't been able to bring in players. This has been one of the problems I've had, not being able to bring in the players that I want to bring in, the quality that I want to bring in. I'm always short of money. And even though we're in the Champions League, the transfer money available wasn't good. But the squad's done well, and I'm happy with the squad, despite the fact that most of a lot more are leaving than are coming in. I'm pretty happy with the squad that we have. Some have been with us for a long time, like Timon, Mane, Scott has been with us for a long time, and others like Winkler too, also been with us for a few years now. But I need more from Winkler. He's a better player than he's actually doing on the pitch. I need more from him. But let's hope we can get a result here. Good evening, Max. Get in. And that's Maston Tueno, who's in absolutely sparkling form at the moment. I think the game throws the same problems at managers. My game, the club is 280 million debt. So you get a 10 mil transfer budget. I think there are levels. And I think at the end of the day, it's all linked to your manager profile. And if you don't change that manager profile, it just collects data on how many trophies you win, how successful you are. And the more successful you are, not over a save, but over the game. So, for example, it comes out in 24. It counts every save that you play in that specific version. So as you get to the end of the version, and we've been 2 years now, the levels have gone up and up and up, and more difficult as you've progressed. I think the secret is to probably change your manager profile, and then it thinks that somebody's starting from scratch. Because, yeah, it's the levels that I've been playing of late have just become so difficult. The game is throwing everything it can possibly think of at me in order to make it harder and harder and harder and more frustrating. And at times I wanted to throw the PC out of the window. It's so ridiculously hard. And I think that's the same for all computer games. They just get harder the more successful you become. And they haven't changed since computer games first came out when I was like 30 or 40, a long, long time ago. They were based on levels. And I've got to a point now, I think, where I've won so many trophies that even my first season is impossible. And we're still not. Putting Nottingham Forest away here. It's a bit worrying, given how dominant we've been. So, I think you're probably right, David. The more you play, the harder it's going to get. And I think we should show. I don't know if I want to say that. I don't want to be. I don't want to see a hint of complacency, boys. That's what I want. I don't want to be a team of two halves again. They've made a sub, have they? Gibbs White has gone off. So I'm happy, they're happy. I'd like to see Winkler get on the score sheet. That would be good. I can see that you are still a long way behind in terms of the stream. That's really unusual. It's quite disconcerting to me. I think the chat is keeping up. But I'm guessing that they're out of sync. Because I can see on your screen you're still in the dressing room. On my screen I'm 10 minutes into the second half. So it's kind of weird what's going on. I'm not used to this. And here we go. Team of two halves again. We've just gone and conceded. And this team keeps doing this. Hammering teams for one half. Can't get enough goals. And then we go and do something silly. And Meslier, I don't know what he's doing again. He does this from time to time. He's been playing quite well lately, but he's going to have these games. Watch his rating drop. There we go. And we've got an injury. Yeah, it's going to be one of these games again. This time we'll move Maston Tueno out onto the flank and we'll bring Franco on. I wanted to give him a rest today, but he's not getting one now. But he is an improvement a little bit in terms of that attacking playmaker there. So hopefully we'll get the goal we need. I'm not very impressed with them at the moment. We need this second goal now. Desperately. And we do move quite well on the counter-attack. So let's see if we... Oh, look, there's acres of space on the left, sunshine. Oh, you donkey. There were players in acres of space over there. Lift your head up, boy. We still got the ball. We still got a chance. João Gomez. All right, I'll be gentler on Maston Tueno. What a counter-attack that was. We had like 2 players spare on the left-hand side. If he could have switched it. But it's gone in anyway. So it doesn't matter in the end. I'm looking at Nottingham Forest. It's 4 shots, 4 on target. That is a bit of a worry. So I might have to find out who is taking their shots. So once we get back, we'll have a look. Who is shooting here? So we've got... It's these boys. Ida, Rodriguez... and Timmermans. So what I need to do is find out. So let's look at Ida. Not particularly Timmermans. Not particularly, and Rodriguez. Rodriguez might be the boy. I want to tight mark him and close him down. He might be the one that I need to keep an eye on. So hopefully we can now see this game through and score maybe a few more. I'm looking at this Mazzala here as well. To keep an eye on where he is. Is that him there? That could be him. Now that's Ida trying to get up the pitch. We're dealing okay with the crosses. I'm just a bit concerned about Meslier. I just said we're dealing all right with the crosses. And it's not. I was wrong. It's Ida is the boy who needs to be type marked. So I will ask Grualt to type mark Ida. I thought it might have been the winger. And he needs to be closed down as well. We need to close him down a little bit better than what we've been doing. But Adam Ida has gone off now. Scored 2 goals, got them back into the game twice, and the manager's taken him off. That may be an error on their part, as he's been their best player. But we need to get another goal now, boys. So you put yourself in this position, now you've got to go and get another one. After winning 3 times on the bounce, I've decided to sell players to pay the club debt off. I think that's what I did when I was doing Benfica, gosh, years ago, and they were always in debt. I was always having to sell players. I pretty much sold the best players in the end and played the youth. And they had a really good youth setup, and the youth players came through, made more money. I think that's how I did it in the end with Benfica. It was great to see United's new goalkeeper. He did have a good start. Fair play. It was a decent start. Is he going to get sent off? Or just a yellow? Just a yellow. So, yeah, it was... I mean, and people will say it's only Sunderland, but at that time, Sunderland were 3rd in the table. And they were playing extremely well. I don't think that Manchester United set the world on fire. They just did what they needed to do. They needed that 3 points and they got them. Oh, what a chance. Maston Tueno again. And so, yeah, 3 points is 3 points. And the goalkeeper did have a decent start. I didn't feel quite so worried when they passed the ball back to him this week. So he did look good. Fair play. I did play my triple captain on Haaland this weekend, and when he scored, like after about 5 minutes, I thought, oh, here we go. But then he didn't get anything at all after that. So shame, but I did make, 10 or 12 points on everybody else. It hasn't been the greatest week in FPL for me, but 69 points again. It's still 69 points. I would hope that I can get a green arrow again this week. Who knows? But there probably a lot of players picked up points today, especially with Everton players. So who knows? The Arsenal players, Gyökeres, Saka got the penalty, but still I expected more from the Arsenal players I brought in. I made 3 changes and they only got me 13 points. That's not what I was looking for. I'd have been happier if they'd all got me 20 combined, but it is what it is, FPL. It's a very, very difficult game to play. I'm stuck with that team now for 3 or 4 weeks, but it looks good on paper. It's on grass that it matters. Come on, boys. And the same for this Ipswich crew. We are better than this. Although Nottingham Forest are playing well at the moment, there is no doubt. And they are putting it about. But we need this goal. I might have to go attacking in a minute. We'll leave it to the last 10 minutes and then go attacking if we haven't got the goal by then. But we should be doing better than this. What the highlights are we in? Who put it in full match? I did not put it in full match. Now, come on, FM. When we started, we were in key highlights. God, the glitch is horrendous. Right, let's make some changes and go attacking. Winkler's poor. Velasco can come on. And anybody else playing badly? Meslier's having a nightmare, isn't he? Can't take the goalkeeper off, though. Mane is poor. Diamonde can come on. What about players tired? I think I'll put Scott on as the DLP. I'm going to go attacking. We're going to go all out, try and get this win now. So I've only got one sub left because Utara had to go off for an injury. We'll just keep an eye on this. I'm guessing it's going to be a draw. We can't win them all. Football isn't like that. It might even end in a defeat. You never know. But in terms of the season, we'll go back into second or third if we lose it. If we win it, we'll keep the top spot. Interesting that Liverpool, they've lost 3 games on the trot now. And they just they don't look like they're functioning. And even though they won their first 5 games, they didn't look like the old Liverpool of last year. And maybe they're going to start dropping down the table now. They are weak, like us at wing back. We are very weak at wing back. I'm hoping that might be offside, but I think he's onside. So they do look weak on the flanks, Liverpool. And they have been punished by teams down the flanks. And they've got 2 brand new players in there, Kirkes and Frimpong. Although Bradley played yesterday. But they just do not look the same. They are giving away far too much space. And you can see Van Dijk is getting very frustrated all the time. Now, we're not going to get this winner, are we? Not unless I do something really weird. How many have I got? A Barco. How's he playing? He's playing well. I don't want to take him off. Newerton not at his best. Let's Franco left or right wing. He can play on both. Let's put Franco over there. Move Scott up here. And bring in Corrado as the DLP. Let's try that one. If United beat Chelsea and then Chelsea beat Liverpool, does that mean United are better than Liverpool? Not at all. You know what the Premier League's like. You know as well as I do. It doesn't mean a thing. And in fact, where you can judge it is right at the end of the season, because they'll have played 38 games, and whoever wins, whoever gets the most points out of the 38 games is the better team, the best team of the season. That's the only way you can judge it. You cannot judge it on a week-to-week basis. Just not possible. And some of the results just don't make sense. And that pass, what was that, Sunshine? We don't deserve to win this. We've been poor in all parts of the field. There's a shout at them. This isn't good enough. Passing is shocking, especially Missouri and Mastantuono. Slow in thought today. Go on, go Mez! Oh, he's missed it. No, it's not going to happen, is it? It isn't going to happen. And looking at it, 6 shots, 6 on target. They probably deserve a point. 12, 6 on target. Our XG, though, is 2.04. I'd expect a little bit more from that. But it is what it is. I think we'll probably drop down to second or third. But we are only at Christmas. Or January, shall we say. We do still have the ball, though. Have we gone back to full highlights again? No. who was that again? That was Corrado. And we're not guaranteed to qualify in the European group. And we've got 2 tough games coming up in there. Yeah, we're not winning the second ball, are we? It's a poor performance today. If you're not winning the second ball in FM, you're not winning the game. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's not offside that time. Hey Neil, how you doing, my friend? So we've been beaten at home by Nottingham Forest. I don't think there's anything I can say other than it was a shocking performance. Despite all these green, they don't deserve it. They simply don't deserve those ratings. It's been an absolutely shocking performance, especially at the back. We played really badly at the back. Meslier has got the blame for that one as well. I'm not quite sure how or why he would have got the blame for that, but he has taken the blame for that. And it is petering out. We've lost, I think it's now we lost our 3rd game of the season. Just have to put that one behind us. That was absolutely dreadful. And they need to be told. It was dreadful. So that's damaged us, has it? No, we're still on top. What happened to Liverpool then? Arsenal won, so they've moved up to a point behind us. Liverpool haven't played. Manchester City haven't played. Maybe Liverpool are playing Manchester City and that's why we've lost. Because they're playing each other. When is the next game? Manchester City. So that'll be on in 3 days to 2 days time. Not too happy with Meslier. He's been playing really well and then suddenly he goes and does that again. And we've got to get a new goalkeeper. Absolutely got to get a new goalkeeper. He's just like the worst goalkeeper ever. And he's been like that since we got him. In real life, he does have a reputation for being like that. But it just like does my head in. Gone back, how are you, my friend? I'm excited for FM26. Yes, I am. From what I've seen, so Liverpool and Man City have gone above us now. That's not what I wanted to see. Especially playing Nottingham Forest. We should have beaten them. Defensively, we were shocking. So I think I'm not really bothered about whether or not we beat Manchester City in the Carabao Cup. The board aren't bothered. I'm not bothered. Only the fans are bothered. I might just have a look at what rotation my assistant thinks about Mane, Diamonde, Van Beek time, and that seems fair enough to me. I think we need to change that midfield. Although the ratings were good, they were really poor. Passing was really poor. Front line, we'll do that. And I will look at the midfield. Who's Mike Raisinbum? I don't know him. He does pick a strange bench sometime. Oh boy. Alex Scott can come in. And I think Bajcetic maybe. I'm struggling for midfielders, aren't I? Franca, we could try Franca in there, couldn't we? He's not a box-to-box, though. Who is this Ryesnan? Can't play him against Man City. Badgetic probably can play as the box-to-box. Where's my fourth midfielder is where I want to know. João Gomez, Badgetic, Scott. Where's my fourth midfielder? I don't have a fourth midfielder desperately. Oh, Zambrano. Zambrano is the fourth one. So I'm quite prepared to give Badgetic a run out. He's not a box-to-box midfielder, but then why not? And then Valesco, Corrado. I think we need to bring in Franca and Darami. I need to do the bench. So Rualt, Missouri. He has no idea who to put on a bench. Barco, João Gomez, and Zambrano. Valesco, Mastantuono, and Winkler. I might actually put Caceres on the bench instead of Missouri. Manchester City. This could be not our finest session that we're going to go into today, both in terms of transfers. 20 million is nothing. There's no one I can bring in for 20 million. The young kid, the young striker, looks a decent player, but that's about what I can afford. I have to wait to see what comes in for 4 or 5 million these days. And I've just lost that. The new match engine looks great, but I'm not keen on the UI. I don't think it's that bad, Neil. To me, it doesn't really look any different than any other UI in any computer game. It's more console-y, has to be said. It's ease of movement for consoles. It's not designed with the PC in mind, as it always has been. Oh, we appealed and he's got his. So we'll accept that boy. I like him. He may even is happy to have signed such a good player. Yep. So am I. Schneider Uzi that he's thinking about. No, I don't think we need to bother with him. So we have brought that boy in, have we? I can't say his name. I've got to stop. Oh, have we got to move it on before he comes in? Going to move it on a day. He's not going to be available for Manchester City. Unless he's gone into the under-18s, has he? Let's see if he's in the squad. No, he must be in the under-18s. This is him. So we're going to put him. We're going to put him in the senior squad. He doesn't need to be registered, you donkey. He's 18 years old. And I might put him on the bench. Just give him a run out. And I'll still put Winkler on the bench. He can play on the wing, Winkler. I'm not quite sure this is a good enough team to beat Manchester City, to be fair. But this boy does... He could be quite exciting. I think I'm going to have to sell somebody else before I can dip into the transfer window myself. We do have players who are wanted, but they're all leaving when their contracts are up. So it's not going to work out for us. We're not doing any of this balanced nonsense. We are going to go and try and get a result with a home team. No option to add any skins. Yeah, that is a big problem, Neil. And I don't know. I mean, I think there has been some information about tactics, and we've got two formations. We've got you've got your defensive shape and you've got your attacking shape. How that will work out, how those two things flow together, I'm not quite sure. It'd be interesting to have a look, though. And although you can see a defensive shape in FM24 and you can see how they move forward, what you generally have in FM24 is you have your defensive starting shape, and when they move forward, you have this line of about 5 or 6 players, depending on how many attacking roles you've got. You can have this lovely arc. So every attacking shape is always the same. But that might be quite interesting to see if it works. Yeah, we do need to win this, even though we're a rubbish team. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think I will miss the stats. I'll miss the iPad because I haven't seen any evidence that there's a half-decent iPad when you're watching the game. So I'm kind of worried that it's just going to become Football Spectator from that point of view, that you're not going to really have much to help you to input changes. As I did in the last match, I looked at some of the stats, made some changes. I got it wrong, but at least I had the stats available to enable me to make those changes. But whether we're going to have that, I don't know. I mean, these I find quite useful. I like having these here because I can see where teams are, particularly Manchester City, attacking down the left-hand side more than they are down the right. This gives me a visual of where they're playing the game. I like this. And I can see where they're attacking here. And you can see this little arc that goes across here in terms of the way they're playing, and that the left winger is a problem. And we may have to keep an eye on him. We may have to tight mark him or close him down at some point. But at the moment, we're doing okay. Giving the ball away as usual, but then so are Man City. And we do have a chance he's hit the post. And that's like, how many times have we hit the woodwork already this session? 4 times we've hit the woodwork already. Is there a training session that they're doing, hit the post training? But we're absolutely murdering City at the moment. We've got good width going on here. We've got a really good width going on. There's a lot of the ball being played in the centre of the midfield. City are still trying to attack down the left. I want to close that off if I can. It's Doku. So I really don't want to close Doku down, so we might have to tight mark him. But what I do want to do with Mane is to tell him not to close him down too much. And I'm going to put him on a support duty. I'm just going to try and make sure that Doku's not really causing me too many problems. But at the moment, we are the better team. I mean, you can see that Mane's doing a lot of work down here. And it will adjust that. So we will probably end up playing more down the left. But I mean, you can clearly see, I will miss all this, you can clearly see where City are playing their football. Because we are playing a lot down the left. There's a lot of work they're doing down here. So this is the danger area with Doku, and hopefully we can close him off. And they have started playing down the right a little bit now, which hopefully means Doku's not having as much space as he used to. You're doing well. Let's just tell them they're doing well. Just lie to them. Sometimes they need to be lied to. With a tight mark Doku again. Yeah, the iPad's gone, and that's a shame. Because like it's going to be a while before skins come out, and there's so much information that you've got here. I could just stop it here and just go and have a look. I wanted to try and find out who is passing the ball. If I look at Manchester City away stats, then it's likely that Olise is passing the ball to Olise, and he's on an 85% pass rate. He's got a one key pass here, the only key pass. So it does seem to me that Olise is probably causing. So this iPad is quite useful. So Olise, I'm not going to ask one of my mids to type mark him. So I'll just go and type mark Olise as well. So without the iPad, I mean, I wonder how much football management you are doing, how much in-game management you're doing, or whether you're just on the touchline having a smoke and a beer and watching the game. It'd be a shame that the iPad's gone. Hey, Devran, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. They now have the proper goal line technology. Wait till I see it. Do we get to see the referee's watch buzzing or something like? I'm going to wait till I see that. The sad thing is, because I didn't really think there was going to be a game going on months ago, so I booked my holiday at the wrong time. I leave for my holiday. I fly on the day that the game comes out. Isn't that just wonderful? So I'm going to miss the first month. My channel is going to flop beyond repair. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen. My girls are more important than football. So it's got to be that way. Nobody's playing particularly well, are they? Let's give him a team talk, shall we? Go out there and make an impact. Plenty of time left. Go on, son. I mean, I don't know. Is that just going to slow the game down again, Neil? Is it going to frustrate people again? Is it like another one of these VAR things which is going to pop up every 5 seconds and last forever? Or the referee who trots off to the monitor and spends ages. That takes so long. Lucky it doesn't happen too often. Because if that happened more often, it would be an absolute dreadful nightmare. It just depends on the regularity of it. I think if it's new, they're going to want to showcase it. And that's probably what will happen. It will occur more times than we want. Timon's playing not bad. We don't need to do anything about Timon. Frank is not particularly at his best. Maston Twaino can come on. And Scott is doing okay. Newerton probably can come off. Newerton, Darami. Can Darami play on the right? I know if I actually know, Newerton needs to come off. Winkler can come into this position. And we are going to see this young 18-year-old. We're going to see if he's got anything about him. It's a gamble, but he's going to get 15 minutes. Let's see if he's got anything about him, this boy. I'm not really that bothered about the League Cup. I didn't even want to get this far. Oh, he's on the ball. He takes a shot. He's hit the post with his first chance. Oh, come on, FM. That was a little unkind. He's been on the field for a minute and he hits the post. FM, you could have done better than that. We've absolutely hammered City. Absolutely hammered them. But we've just been poor up front again. We'll recover, I guess. Oh, it's been it's in. He scored. Krunko has scored. That 18-year-old has popped one in. He's been on the field for 7 minutes. He's just got off the plane yesterday. He's 18 years old. Bless him, he's gone and headed it in. Oh, you see, Finkler? That's how you do it, son. Oh, what a start to his Ipswich career. And have we sneaked this one? It'd be nice if he gets another one. He'll be playing from the start on Saturday. Go on, feed him in, Master Twaino. Go on, don't be greedy. Oh, he was there. You would have got another one. I tell you what, there was something about that 18-year-old that I liked. And boy, has he made a debut tonight. FM. He's hit the post and he scored. And he's only been on the field 10 minutes. What a player we might have found. I mean, as an 18-year-old, he's not the best I've ever seen. He's just got something about him. And sometimes you see these profiles that they're not the best in the world, the best wonder kids that you could possibly find, but there's just something about them. And he had that, whatever it was about him, I liked it. And we all looked at it and we all, go on, son. He's just got an assist as well. Master Twaino, you donkey. There was just something about him. We liked him and we signed him. 5 million could be a bargain. The papers will be full of it. A debut to remember, but a scoreline to forget because we have absolutely taken them apart. City have been really poor. But 1-0 is terrible score in FM, so I wouldn't put it past them to have a late equaliser. Have we gone to full match again? No, we're all right. We're in key highlights. Used to be big games, these. Manchester City, the Arsenals, the Uniteds, but we can beat them now. Go on, Tarami. He's in again. No, that's Joe Gomez. But could he be offside? I thought he'd got his second of the night then. I think he might have been offside. Yeah. It's a shame because we deserved a 2-0 win. Oh, come on. Tight as a badger's bottom, that one. 1-0 is not good enough, but we'll take a win. A win is a win is a win. Second leg at the Etihad, though. It's not looking good in the Prem. We're now 5 points adrift. A debut to remember. He's just 18, this boy. Physicals are good. He's for 18 years old. And he's got good determination. He's got a bit of flair about him. Off the ball, work rate needs developing. His composure needs developing. These will come in time. Technicals. First touch isn't great. Technique is good, though. And he can finish. So we shall see. Long shots need developing. But For 5 million, he's not a bad player. Well done, Sunshine. You've shown Winkler how to do it. Winkler, the more experienced guy. Well, actually, Winkler's only 22. But it just seems like Winkler's been around for years. Let's give him a rest then. Cult hero for the tractor boys. He's going to be. He's going to be an absolute gem, that boy. And still, the problem is I can't do anything in the transfer window. I've only got 15 mil now. There's nothing that is going to catch my eye at 15 mil. I'm just going to have to wait and see what my staff bring into my attention. James, my friend, how are you doing? Well, you're in charge of training, and he's reporting to me that they think they should be doing more quickness. You're in charge, so schedule more quickness. Don't come to me with your whinges, just do it. That's why I put you in charge. Who is it next? Tottenham. I don't like this fixture. Tottenham are playing well. They always play well against us. 7th. We need a result, though. We desperately need a result against Spurs. So, guys, how has your FPL weekend been? Highest score, please. I got 69 again. Second week running, I got 69. Anybody got better than that? There will be a lot of people better than that this week because Everton players. Timing out for 1 to 2 days. I'm hoping it's going to be a green arrow, though. Just hoping upon hope. It might be up now. I might check it now. Is it a green arrow? No, they're red arrows, in fact. That's not great. I've got all red arrows. Oh, maybe it's not updated yet because it's still saying the average points is 37. If I've got 69, I would expect green arrow. So maybe it's not updated properly yet. So maybe we need to hold on to that. Sell out expected for Tottenham. Diamond's injured, so Barco must come in. Left back now. I did have a left back, a young boy, didn't I? Don't know where he's gone, though. Caceres can play left back. Mazuri can come back in. Mane can come onto the bench for Timon. Caceres can play as the left back. Rualt can play. I just want to play João Gomez. I don't know what he thinks about that. Yeah, Corrado and João Gomez. Scott and João Gomez. I think I prefer Scott up here. So we'll play Corrado and João Gomez. Winkler can come back into the team. Karanko can stay on the bench. Zambrano and Bajcetic, two good midfielders. Mastueno. Scott can play right wing. Mastueno left wing. Both can play in the middle. Perfect bench. I'm not sure about up top, though. Whether I should bring in Utara. He's injured. Aribas is also injured. So yeah, Newerton will have to play there for a while, I think. He wants Valesco out there. It's actually not a bad idea to... Where would Darami go? Darami needs to play. So I could bring Franca over here and put Alex Scott in the middle. That's not a bad idea, not a bad ploy. Tottenham, how they play? Tiki-taka, we need the high line then. But I don't want to go much higher. I think we'll just keep it at high. Yeah, that will do. Right, need a performance today, boys. Been very lackluster. Oh, transfer news. Itodo, he's a nice lad, that boy. Improving. I'm going to reject that. I don't know why. I just want to keep him at the club. He's a nice boy. Doesn't complain too much. Goes about his business. Sits on the bench when he's needed. Oh. Really need a good performance. Spurs are a good team. But one of these days we're just going to turn up and we're going to score goals. We're just going to bang them in. As sure as eggs, that's going to happen. Doing well, finally jumped the table, so that's very good. And a big highest scoring Premier League striker with 4 goals. Sounds pretty good, James. Sounds pretty good. I just can't seem to get that big score that I need. But hopefully it's on the way. I mean, I had a really good start last season and then faded at the end of the season. So maybe the poor start this season means I'll get stronger. Now, Mane's not on the move anywhere. I'll resign if Mane goes. A stalwart of the team. After this, we got to play Rans, who are in 23rd. We are in 20th. So we really need to win this to stop Liverpool getting away from us. But Man United thrashed them. Let's go with this. Might be the young lad coming off the bench again. Makes the difference. Winkler, nervous about his battle with Romero. You are better than Romero. Faster, stronger, quicker. I don't know why you're nervous. We could help him out here. We'll take the tackle harder off. He's probably nervous about tackling. Yeah, this time I'm going to go with that. Let's go and play some football, boys. Let's make it count. Pretty slow start. All the games being played in the middle of the field. Tottenham have had a lot of attacks down the right-hand side. but the danger seems to be coming from the left. We've had the ball a lot in our own half, which is not ideal. We want to be perhaps performing a little bit higher up the pitch. Van Beek hasn't played in a while. He's kind of not been the player that I thought he was going to be, but he's a defensive midfielder, and their ratings never actually really much go beyond 7.1. How come when they hit the post it goes in, and when we hit the post it goes out? What's the instruction that we've got there? What is the instruction I've got there? I think I might have to say to them, stop the crosses. We've been poor on crosses lately. Oh, another defeat, eh? This is not happening today. Not happening. And fair play, we have been beaten. We've been pushed back. It's not happened. Paul Rowe playing on the wing, is he? Missouri is poor. Winkler's poor. It's just Darami's poor. It's just an all-round shocking performance. It's just a bad spell. We'll bounce back. Probably against Rennes. To keep us in Europe. Right, let's give them an absolute rollicking. What was that? If you don't buck up, you're leaving. And I'm going to go attacking. Got to get at them. And then in 15 minutes, I'll be bringing on my young superstar, the 18-year-old superstar. Darami, Winkler, terrible. Scott, terrible. Franca, terrible. Attacking-wise, we've been absolutely dreadful today. Missouri, terrible. Corrado, terrible. It's nothing to do with the manager, this. It's just FM deciding today we are going to be terrible, as we have been all session. We need a goal, boys. They're only 1-0 up. A goal would be nice. Winkler, you're coming off soon. You better get it soon, or you're coming off. And you don't want a young kid coming on because the manager thinks he's got more chance of scoring than you. Oh, this is not good. And I've noticed that a lot of recent games are just giving the ball away a lot. Whereas we used to win the ball a lot, now we're just giving away the ball a lot. It's really weird, this game, sometimes. Well, I can't, so is it the same, is it? Finally, Meslier is able to make a save. Okay, let's try it the other way. We'll go a little bit more defensive. Let's try and get more bodies back and counter-attack. In the meantime, we'll get some of these nutcases off. We've been pushed back so far. Spurs are playing down the wings. Well, we've moved up the pitch. Defensively, we're a bit better offensively. Right, you two. And Winkler. So Newerton, Maston Twaino, Kronko, Scott is tired, but I haven't got anybody who can play instead of him. Zambrano can come on for Corrado, and we'll save one. We need to be doing a little bit better than this. Well, we would do a lean spell. I wasn't expecting it to be this bad, losing 2 games in the Prem on the trot. But we would do a lean spell. This isn't going to help us at all. 5 points adrift now. We still have 1 game in hand. But I want it to be 5 points clear, not 5 points adrift. Especially in games we should be winning. But FM is doing that old stuff. Like, don't worry, you're losing the league, but we'll keep you winning in the cup. It's doing that old nonsense again. And then when we're out the cups, we'll start winning a few games in the league. Like the cup games are supposed to keep me entertained and happy. Oh, another game defeat. I'm not sure what to do. I don't know what the game is telling me at the moment. We'll just plough on. Maybe they're just tired. But it's not looking good now. Top of the league has gone. Well, we have to pay. Oh, Newcastle have to pay us 37 mil. But 5 appearances, he's not going to actually... he's not going to do it in the transfer window. Because 37 mil would be very useful. Because I've got nothing. Absolutely nothing. Right, Rennes next. The game will let us win this one. Because this is so close. We're so close to this area here. The game will give us this one. So that's why we lost in the league. So that the game could give us the game in the cup. It's all very obvious. And it's not going to knock me out of the Champions League in the group stage. It doesn't happen. Transfers this summer, not overall. That big Nick you've got, he's starting to impress me. Nick Voltemade, or Voltemada, however it's said. He's starting to be quite impressive, to be fair. He's a goal scorer. And he wants to be in the penalty area all the time. So I am looking at him as an FPL option at some point. Possibly to replace João Pedro, because João Pedro's not doing it anymore. So I am looking at Voltemada as an FPL option. He's a good player. And quite rightly, people are saying... what's his name? You used to have as a centre forward. Forget his name. Quite rightly, they're saying things like that. And Alexander Isak, who's he? Probably the best thing that happened to Newcastle. was him leaving. I absolutely agree with you, James. How's my FPL? Well, on paper it looks really good, Rick. On paper, but on paper is not where it counts. And look at this, we've gone to 4th now. What's going on here? We're having a terrible session tonight. Lost both our games in the Prem. Dropped to 4th. So yeah, my FPL, I'm going to check the update again, because I got red arrows for a really decent score. They're still red arrows. But it's not updated my score yet, I don't think. Or if it has. No, because it's saying it's added yesterday's. Now, it's not updated yet. Fantasy League isn't updated yet. So it's saying I'm on 37 points if you subtract my score in the main page. And I'm not on 37. I'm on 69. So on paper, I'm looking good, Rick. But there are players I want to bring in. I was planning to bring an Everton player in a couple of weeks' time. But now I'm kind of like, even though Everton players seem to be the right thing to do, I'm still kind of now like looking at Voltemada. There's too many good players around at the moment, and you can't have them all. That's the biggest problem. I do agree Missouri is a clown. So let's put Mane back in there. I trust Mane more. These guys are unregistered. And Missouri can be on the bench. He's fine. Rualt. Josh Timon comes back on the bench. Shall I play him instead of Barco? 6.91. Barco's a little better. Valesco. Could probably play players like Varesco. Oh, he is available, is he? Oh, he's a goalkeeper. I'm tempted to play him. I'm going to play Nivas just to give him a game. I'm tempted to put my little 18-year-old goalkeeper on the bench as well. Just give him a rest. Diamonde. Van Beek needs a rest as well, doesn't he? I don't even know where he is. Oh, there he is. So Rualt can come in for Van Beek. Who have I got? Central defender on the bench now then. Bajcetic can play there. Van Beek can play there. We'll go with that. Valesco does give some of the boys a rest, doesn't it? Darami's not playing well. Franca and Utara. We got to get Winkler back into form. Winkler's only got about 4 goals this year. He's just gone. I guess that's why we've bought the new boy, because the game's decided Winkler's had it. Zambrano for Corrado. You like Zambrano, do you? Corrado's, I think, better up top. Although the game seems to think he's better as the DLP. We'll go Zambrano as the DLP then. We'll do that to please James. Caceres, and I can't bring any more in, can I? Can I bring him in? No. You'll just have to stay out of the squad. We'll do the same squad that we've had. Can he play advanced playmaker? Who, Corrado? No, he's just he's an odd character. He plays either as a striker or a central midfielder. So he's either DLP. Oi, we don't want to do that. We want to click on his profile. He can play there, I guess. But he's a centre mid, an advanced playmaker and centre mid. He's a DLP. He's a good DLP. But he's also a deep line forward. Can play as an advanced forward and does very well. Can play as a complete forward, and that's where I would generally play him. He's just got the attributes for to be a complete player one day, a complete forward one day. He's got the physicality. His mentals are getting really good. And technically, he's not a bad player. So one day he will be a good complete forward. But he's not quite there yet. As for DLP, I don't think he's ever going to be that great, but his passing and vision is extremely good. We could try him as the attacking mid. I think we will. We'll just give him a try as the attacking mid, shall we? See how he gets on. And Franca then maybe can play on the right-hand side. So we'll have Franca and Darami playing out on the flanks. That's pretty strong. I don't want to sell Itido. I don't want to. We're rejecting it. We're just going to hope he doesn't complain. I'll let him go out on loan, but I don't want to sell him. Really need to win this one, boys. We don't want to go out of Europe at this stage. I think that's a good enough team to beat them. But FM is not playing fair at the moment. We just have to ride this one out. But it will be unusual for us to lose both our Premier League games and then lose in the Cup as well. That doesn't happen in FM. I don't know how much credit the media have been giving them of late, but we'll say that anyway. And let's go and win this football match, boys. It's not looking good tonight. I will be surprised if we lose this. It's not often the match engine will do that. Have you lose 2 Prem games and then lose in the Champions League. It doesn't do that. Except if our passing is that poor. Well, that's them, is it? No, we are in the blue. They've got a player called Diamonde playing for them. That's what kind of got to me. They've got their own Diamonde. Well, we've made the better start, I guess. Winkler's doing all right. Needs to get his scoring boots on today. They're definitely playing wing play, aren't they? I wonder if I should drop the line. Should I try that? Let's just see if the line system is still working. Let's drop the line. Just because they're playing there. And I want to try and make them play down the middle. There we go. Starting to play down the middle a little bit now. And then I'll push the line back up when they start playing down the middle. Nothing much happening though. Yeah, Corrado, he's actually not doing too bad. He's on a 6.9. So he's actually not doing too bad, James. We're just not creating much. They've created nothing. But we've... I mean, there's been no highlights. Just one. Franca is absolutely exhausted. He's only played 40 minutes. He's injured, that's why. He can get to half-time. The man from Diamonde. This is not good. I'm far from pleased. You're not scoring goals, boys. Franca is injured. Maston Twain Ogan, come on. They have not been good enough. How's the table looking? We're in 17th, but we are playing first, aren't we? Is it time to bring on my youngster? Now, was he offside? No, the referee's run the other way, so that's going to count. Winkler's got a goal. Finally, Winkler. 1-0. So it looks like we're safe in Europe. I told you I'd do this. You don't lose in Europe after you've just lost 2 Premier League games. Game's got to stop doing this. I hope they've sorted stuff like that out in the match engine, because it is a little too predictable. Having said that, now they'll come back and win. But you just kind of get the feeling sometimes that, yeah, I know what's going to happen. But maybe that's because we've played the game for too long now. 2 years. And we've just become so accustomed to it now. 14th. Benfica are right behind us. PSG 5, Dinamo 0. Kind of a pass was that? There is a lot of space. That's because we've got that standard line. I'm lucky they're not filling up the space. Go on, Sam. No, you should have fed in Winkler. What I am going to do is I am going to tell them to stop that now. It was working for a while, but they need to stop. They need to think now. No, we got another injury, have we? The Zambrano's gone. Corrado's doing all right. Up front, they're doing all right, but I don't see it. Unless it's just because key highlights. Barco's gone. Might be just I'm not seeing that they're deserving of these scores they're getting because of key highlights. But we'll take a 1-0 win. I won't be particularly happy about it. Darami and João Gomez. Right, see this game out, boys. Rennes have not been in it. They've had 1 shot, 2 shots now. Let's just make sure we don't let them score. Oh, here they come. Oh, nice tackle, Timon. He's been around a long time, that fullback. Oh, that was nice. If he stayed onside there, that was nice. I don't think he did stay onside, though. It was awarded he was onside. And that was just work the ball into the box, got switched on. Lovely pass, and then he passed it instead of taking the shot. I don't see that too often with this team. He thought about passing it for a change. So that was pretty nice. I haven't got any more subs left, have I? So Corrado did well as the AP. He got a 7.1, James, after all. I mean, Franco was brought in to play that advanced playmaker role so that Scott could play as the DLP. That was the idea. I brought him in. And Franca is, his best position is advanced playmaker. So he was brought in specifically to do that role. Scott then plays deeper as the deep line playmaker. Go on, Winkler. Go on, son. Show us what you can do for a change. He's missed it. Not that's what you can do at the moment. That was a hat-trick begging. So Scott would slip in nicely into this DLP role. We have Franca playing in as the advanced playmaker. And then we got Mastantuono, who can back up Franca, and Bajcetic, and Zambrano can also then play as the box-to-box. So that was the idea. But if Corrado can play as the AP, why not play him there? And he did well. So there you go. My prediction was right. The game was not going to let me lose in Europe. But it doesn't mind you losing to weak teams in the Prem. So if we win on X1, we could even get into the... No, let's not even go there. We're not going to get in the top 8. Frank, is that 3 weeks or days? Darami could do with the rest. Finally, Winkler's got himself on the score sheet, but I could have scored those. Just scored those with a blindfold on. So that's nothing to write home about, Mr. Winkler. 2 tap-ins. So now we have... Yeah, see? Winning both cup games and losing both Prem games. We're back to this nonsense. Man United in the FA Cup 4th round. Tough game, this. So what's it going to do with the cup then? What's the game got in mind for the cup? And what have I got in mind for £15 million? Nothing. There's nothing available. The question is, like, with that team at the moment, is who is the best player? And I don't think that Scott is playing well enough, or Franco is playing well enough to play in that advanced playmaker role. I seem to be more comfortable when Mastantuono is in there. And when players are out of form, it's good to have players like Corrado or Mastantuono that you can just bung in there and wait for the others to come back to form. But Franco, I'm actually glad he's got an injury. To be fair, Darami also wants to have a rest. So Valesco can come, or Newerton can come onto the left wing. Otara can play. And I can play Mastantuono in the middle while they're out of form. We'll try Alex Scott as the DLP, see if that works. We'll bring Meslier back in goal. Defensively, we're a bit more solid at the moment. We don't need all these subs anymore. So Timon, Carcaraz. No, we'll leave Missouri on the bench. Timon, Missouri. Van Beek is fine. Van Beek, yeah. Badgetic, Corrado, Franco, Darami. Darami needs a rest. Carcaraz can play on the wing there. And we'll put that boy back on the bench again. Why not? Give him his chance. Krunko. Name to remember. Mr. Krunko. I wonder what nationality he is. My new young striker. Wonder what nationality. Krunko. Croatian. Does sound a bit like a Croatian name. Come on then. Let's go and give United a beating. This is going to be our 5th game, isn't it? I'm going to go with the team I picked. Yeah, we started off with a loss to Forest, won in the League Cup, lost to Tottenham, won it. See, we've won all the cup games and lost all the league games. I don't recall ever being told Chase is a good player, though. We're 22 years old, 94 million. I don't have 94 million. But he's a good player, though. Yeah, I can see why we'd like to chase him. Can we loan him? No, that's not going to work out, is it? We might have to just bear that in mind until we just don't want to lose sight of him. He's a winger, isn't he? 22 years old. He looks an absolutely really good player. It's just his price tag. He's a very, very good player. Look at these. Very, very good player. Technically good player. His mentals are super. But look at his price. But he's only ranked as a 4-star. But look at the price on him, 271 million. He's a good player, though. Your luck draw for Save Your Manager. To be honest with you, James, I don't really mind which way Amarin goes. If they keep him, they keep him. If they get rid of him, they get rid of him. I do feel sometimes like I'm fed up of the system that he's playing. It looks dull. It looks boring. It looks like they can't play it. And how much time do you need for your squad to adapt to something? And he's been there a year now. So there's just something wrong. But I've just got used to this, the way they are. And at the moment, they're in, 10th, is it? So they're coming sneaking into the top half. He says it's a long-term project. I've given up hope of them ever getting back to what they used to be. Oh, what a player. What a price tag. I wish. It didn't click, did it? We wish we could buy both of those wingers. We'd have an excellent right and left winger then. We are not selling him. Nivas is making strides. He is going to become a good goalkeeper. I'm going to give him a run in the team, Nivas. What's good news is that Sesko may be starting to score a goal or two. Who knows? You just don't know what's going to happen. But I've got to the point with United. Hey, Black Mojo, long time no see. Good to see you. I've got to the point with United where it's just kind of like whatever. I'm not going to stress myself. And games that they have like next week against Liverpool. One thing I know, when they're playing Liverpool or Manchester City or Arsenal, that team will turn up. And Liverpool will not have an easy ride in that game, at least for the first half. United will be all over them. And it won't be easy for Liverpool next week. So I don't see those as particularly hard games because that team will turn up. If they're not playing for the manager, they'll still turn up for those games because their pride is at stake. And so they will give Liverpool a game next week. Not next week, the week after, international break. So I kind of... But yeah, generally with Man United, I just, I've given up worrying. And if we get a result, we get a result. That's great. But I just worry about where is the progression? It's been a year. So where is the progression? There isn't any. And I think his system looks really dull. It just looks boring. And while he loves that system, we all love our systems as well. But we have to have the ability to change it when it's not going well. And he hasn't got that. Whether it's his arrogance, that he just refuses to believe that there's anything wrong with his system, or that a team could work out his system and how to beat it. It might be that. He just believes, because he had that good season with Sporting, that system is the best ever invented in the world. And it's the players who are responsible. I don't know what he thinks. But every manager, even Pep, I've seen Pep this year park the bus. They have this ability, and they have to have this ability to park the bus and shut up shop, or to go more attacking, to push different players forward. But he just will not move from that, and he'll play players out of position rather than change the system. It doesn't make any sense. But what do I know? I know nothing. But, yeah, so in terms of Man United, I'm just where I am. I'm a numb neutral. If they win, they win. It's great. Get in. He's offside, though. If they win, we win. It's great. But when we lose, it's not unexpected. So it's... oh, it's been given. I thought he was way offside. See, we're in this season again where we can do no wrong in the cups. Yet we cannot win a game in the league. It's just bizarre. This game drives me bonkers sometimes. Oh, come on, FM. Manager's going to go. Do you think he's going to go? I don't mind one way or the other. I'd like to see them going back to 4 at the back. I'd like to see more counter-attacking football. I mean, the kind, I'm going to say it, the kind of attacking, counter-attacking that they played under Solskjaer. That they often played under Fergie, and that's how Solskjaer knew that system so well. Fergie would sit back and tell his teams to sit back, defend, and they would break like lightning on the counter, though. Players like Andy Cole, and who was the other one? Dwight York. Get in. They would counter-attack like lightning, and with Giggs and Scholes bursting up the middle, Beckham going down the other wing. It was just bonkers, and I want to see that kind of football again. The old Man United that I knew and loved. None of this silly 3 at the back nonsense that he's trying to teach them. It's not working. It's not working. So either change or, I don't know. If we change the manager again, is it going to get any better? We've now bought in 2 number 10s to play his system. What will happen to them? I guess Cunha and Mbuemo can play out wide. And then you could play Fernandes as the number 10. But he brought in Mbuemo and Cunha to play as those 2 number 10s. If another manager then comes in and tells them you're going to play out wide, does that upset them? They're expecting to play as number 10s. I don't know. It's going to be tough. But yeah, either way suits me fine. If he goes, I'm not going to be upset. If he stays, I'm not going to be too upset either. Oh, what do I think of Newcastle's defence? The defender that I like the most, I think you know already, James, is Dan Burn. I think the new guy you've got, Thiaw, is that how you pronounce it, Thiaw? He is going to be a very good player, without question. He's the kind of defender I want in my FM team. He's got it, and the more he plays, the better he seems to look. Botman's getting on a bit now, I think. Yeah, let's say I'm happy. So Botman's getting on a bit. But I think Newcastle defensively are solid. Don't think there's anything you need to do. It's just, can they get going now in attack? And from what I saw today, they look really good all around. Can't argue with it. Can't argue with them at all at the moment. In fact, I like Burn and I like Thiaw a lot. Definitely. Well, Botman's only 25, is he? I thought he was getting on a bit. But maybe that's just because I was playing. He was in my Newcastle team when I was in the journeyman. I still don't think he's the better of the three of them. If I had to pick two to play at the back, I would play what? Maston Twenu? I would play Byrne and Tiao. Those would be the two that I would pick. I mean, you're probably saying, luckily I'm not in charge, though. But no, I think defensively Newcastle are very solid. I watched them today. They looked good. They looked very, very good, both defensively and in attack. I mean, you've got to factor in that Nottingham Forest are not the best team in the world at the moment. You do have to do that. In fact, the team I'm most worried about is Nottingham Forest, and I think it's really sad what's happened to them. And why are we suddenly beating Man United 3-0 in the Cup again? This FM game is nuts, isn't it? We can't win at all in the league, but our 3 Cup games, we've won them all. Man City, Man United, no bother. Try to beat Nottingham Forest in the league or Tottenham in the league, not a chance. You've got to love this game, haven't you? It's doing its own thing. Yeah, I agree with you, Black Mojo. Osula, he's just... is he Premier League standard at the moment? I guess he could be if he was given game time. But unfortunately, he's not going to get game time now. Or at least not much. Oh, 4-0 now, is it? Oh, he's going to be offside. I'm going to have to write and complain to FM. We should not be winning 4-0. We couldn't score last time. Or the time before that. Like, I did say, though, one of these days we're just going to turn up and score goals. And I'm going to have to write a letter of complaint. I'm scoring too much in certain games. And then I can't score at all against weaker opposition. Can you see to this once and for all? Not often you hear a manager complain at being 3-0 up. Oh, is this number 4? Go on, Newton. Stick it to Man United. Barco, well done. It looked like he fouled him, though, to me. Well, it must be time to rest a few players now. Hey, Bill. Good to see you. Thank you very much. Hope you're having a lovely weekend, Bill. Right. It's time to bring on the new kid. Let's get him on. Winkler's had a very good game, but I need him to rest. Now we've got our 18-year-old wonder kid. I don't think he is a wonder kid. But he's my wonder kid. Come on, you scored on your debut, though. You need to get another one now. They're all playing very well, aren't they? We have to wait and see who gets tired first. Go on, son. You've got this. Go on. Where is he? He's a big, strong guy, though, for 18. His physicals are good. He's quite big, isn't he? Oh, we're going to start giving the ball away again. Go on, that's it. That's what we do, is winning that second ball. Go on, he's in, he's in. That was poor. I have concerns about, who's that Mane, Missouri? Concerns about that complete wing back out there. Both of them. Rualt is looking solid, though. Looks like a good centre-half to me, Rualt. There he is. Go on. Go on, son. Lovely pass. Get into the box. Show Gomez. Now we're Oh, is he going to be given offside? Stuffing United 4-0. Yeah, disallowed again. 3-0. Not 4-0. Oh, both of them were offside. I'm gonna quite like this boy. He makes nice little decent runs behind the centre halves. I could get quite used to that. Frank can come on there. Maybe Scott can have a break. Decent performance. Won all our cup games today and lost both our league games. That's FM. That is FM. In an egg cup for you. But at one point at the start of the season, it looked like we weren't going to get anywhere near the Champions League places. So we're doing all right, even if we're only in 4th. We're doing all right. And we're still in all the cup competitions. He's really wasting time now. Who is it? Corrado. Oh, hit the bar. Again. Corner F. Don't often see that either, where the ball stays on top of the net. We're not going to get the 4th, are we? We've totally, absolutely hammered them, but we're not going to get this 4th, I don't think. Have they? So this game's coming to real life, to Rio standards. United have had nothing to offer. Yeah, let's go and play for set pieces, slow it down a bit. And what I might do is just put that on. Just slow it down a bit. That's it. Game over. So it's been a strange old episode. We've won every single game we played in the cup, quite comfortably in the end. But we've lost both our league games. I don't know how that works. Well, I do. It's just FM. Been a strange old session. Yeah, that was good. But at least we're still in the cups. And we're still in the competition for the league, in all fairness. We get a draw against Nice. That's that job done. But not too happy about ending up in 4th. We got a game in hand against Liverpool, but we don't have a game in hand over the other two. So whatever that game in hand is, we really need to win our next league game, which will be against Liverpool. Oh, yeah. Oh, they've organised this game so nicely, haven't they? Because if we lose that, the title's done. But we have UEFA Champions League, the last game of the group stage first. Then Liverpool, Manchester City in the second leg of the semi-final. And then games we should be doing a lot better in. Who knows? So we do have a good session coming up. Not quite sure when it will be. Hopefully tomorrow night. And we'll move on into February. Nothing's going to happen, I don't think, in the transfer window. I think it's pretty dead in the transfer window. We simply don't have any money, and unless somebody big goes out, we aren't going to get any money in. So I shall hopefully see you next time, guys. And thank you for turning up. Thank you for always supporting me. And I do appreciate it. My channel's just taken a hell of a hit lately. It's going to take a hell of a hit when I go away. But I know that some of you will be here when I get back from my holiday. Starting my FM26 journeys. I wonder, I mean, I'm also... this is quite old now, this PC. It's, 4 years old coming up. And it's still got a good graphics card. It's still got good processing power. But I just wonder, is it going to be enough for this brand new game? But I'll be back anyway. Hopefully we'll be back tomorrow night. If not, the night after. And the other thing is, yeah, I've got to finish my book. I'm almost finished. Just one more chapter left to go in my book, which I've just begun before the stream tonight. So sooner that is finished, the better. Everything's happening all at once. So I'll see you hopefully tomorrow, guys. Be safe. Take care. And I'll see you all very, very soon.